Altuve with a drive to left field, and Altuve has hit one out!
In his first full season, he made the All-Star team, and then kept the momentum going by being an All-Star 5 more times in his next 6 years, and a total of 8 times in his career so far. He led the league in hits 4 years straight, won 6 Silver Sluggers in a row, and even grabbed a Gold Glove. And to top it off, he became the first player under 5'6" to win a batting title in over 120 freaking years. If you haven't caught on yet, we're talking about José Altuve, the shortest player in the MLB and one of the greatest batters to ever play in the league. But before he became a pitcher's worst nightmare, José Altuve had to spend most of his life working 3 times harder than the average player to prove his worth as a batter, even when he was a kid.
Empecé a jugar béisbol cuando tenía como 8 o 9 años. Fue que me di cuenta que sí, esto es lo que quiero hacer y tengo que trabajar fuerte para eso.
Growing up, Altuve had one of the toughest childhoods you could imagine in the MLB. He was born and raised in Maracay, a tiny village in Venezuela. And if you know anything about Venezuela, you'd know it's one of the poorest places on the planet. On top of that, Altuve's family was pretty poor, making it hard for him to play baseball like he wanted to. He didn't even have a baseball of his own. Every day, Altuve and his dad would try to scrounge up a baseball or two from local players or games. Once they got one, they'd head to the field for batting practice. But it was far from easy. Having only one ball meant that if he hit it foul and couldn't retrieve it, they'd have to call it a day or go home. Even at such a young age, Altuve saw how tough things were for his family and was determined to change that. Lucky for him, an opportunity to hit it with the Astros came knocking. You see, when Tim Purpura was the Astros general manager, the team had a baseball camp in Venezuela. They used the fields and locker room at Vinoco Oil Products Company, where companies provided recreational fields for their employees. As soon as Altuve turned 16, he decided to try out the camp in Maracay, but the scouts didn't even let him participate because they thought he was too short and suspected he lied about his age. Like anyone else would be, Altuve was crushed and went home with his dream shattered. But his dad encouraged him to try again, so Altuve went back the next day. But this time, he went with a new game plan. Altuve knew that a scout named Al Pedrique was the one whose opinion really mattered. Luckily for him, Pedrique wasn't there on the first day, so Altuve still had a shot. When he showed up to the tryout on the second day, he didn't come empty-handed. He brought his birth certificate to prove he was old enough to try out, hoping that Pedrique would be there this time and the other scouts wouldn't remember sending him home. And sure enough, Pedrique showed up. The other scouts, however, remembered that he was the short kid from the day before. But since he was already there, they let him try out anyway, and that would go on to change Altuve's life forever. As soon as Pedrique saw Altuve, he noticed his height and asked if he could play. Altuve looked him in the eye and said, "I'll show you." And boy, did he ever. Altuve impressed Pedrique so much that he went to the front office and convinced them that Altuve had what it takes to make it to the major leagues. He specifically had to convince Purpura. Pedrique told Purpura that Altuve had great range and a strong arm at second base. Altuve ran the bases with incredible speed and had an advanced hitting ability, just to name a few things. But most importantly, Pedrique was keen on signing Altuve because he saw a passion for the game he hadn't seen in a long time. With all that talent, his 5'6" height didn't matter. At the time, the Astros had a signing threshold of $75,000 per player. But when Purpura asked Pedrique how much he was willing to spend to sign Altuve, Pedrique said $15,000. To Altuve, however, it was a dream come true.
A hit, first major league hit for José Altuve.
He finally had a shot to take his baseball dreams to the next level, and he grabbed it like his life depended on it. With that, the team gave him an evaluation, and, after he impressed team officials, they signed him to a contract as an undrafted free agent on the 6th of March 2007 with a $15,000 contract. He kicked off his journey in the Venezuelan Summer League the following year, where he hit a whopping .343 over 64 games. Making his move stateside in 2009, Altuve strutted his stuff for the Greenville Astros and later the Tri-City Valley Cats. His hitting remained solid, clocking in at .324 and .250 respectively. Meanwhile, he was stealing bases like it was taking candy from kids.
Strike and the throw down on a bounce. Altuve has number 55.
By July 2011, the Astros had seen enough, and they knew it was time to bring Altuve up to the big stage. With that, they called him up to the MLB, where he wasted no time in showing the league what all the hype was about, hitting .276 in his rookie season. Up until this point, Altuve had made it clear that he was a force to be reckoned with, no doubt. But what no one saw coming was the tsunami that would rock the MLB as a result of the insane performance of a 5'6" guy. After his standout rookie year, he locked in All-Star nods season after season, showing his consistency and solidifying his spot among the league's elite. His knack for performing at an All-Star level year after year highlighted his durability and massive impact on the game. Altuve quickly made a name for himself as a top-tier contact hitter. From 2014 to 2017, he recorded at least 200 hits each season, with his 225 hits in 2014 setting an Astros record. He led the American League in hits each year during this span and won 3 different batting championships, becoming the first Astro to win a batting title. In 2014, Altuve became the first player in over 80 years to reach 130 hits and 40 stolen bases before the All-Star game. Statistically, Altuve's achievements were mind-blowing. His ability to make contact and get on base was evident as he topped the league in hits year after year. But it wasn't just about hits. He consistently ranked among the top in batting average, doubles, and stolen bases. Altuve's speed and base-running instincts added another layer to his offensive threat, keeping defenses and pitchers on edge. Altuve's 9 MLB All-Star selections are the most for an Astro, and he's been voted the starting second baseman in the All-Star game 6 times, a feat achieved by only 2 other players in that position in American League history. He led the AL in stolen bases twice, showing off his versatility and threat on the base paths. Beyond his offensive skills, Altuve earned praise for his stellar defense at second base, snagging a Gold Glove award for his exceptional fielding. His ability to dominate both sides of the game cemented his reputation as a true all-around player. He also took home 6 Silver Slugger awards, setting an American League record for second baseman. But what really made Altuve a nightmare for pitchers wasn't just his stats, but his approach at the plate. Known for his lightning-quick bat speed, surprising power for his size, and clutch performances in critical moments, Altuve was always a threat. Pitchers knew any slip-up could mean extra bases or runs scored. In 2017, Altuve hit new heights by winning the AL Most Valuable Player Award, the Hank Aaron Award, and helping the Astros clinch the 2017 World Series. That year, he was also named Sports Illustrated Co-Sportsperson of the Year with J.J. Watt of the NFL's Houston Texans, in recognition of their efforts leading relief efforts after Hurricane Harvey. During an era that saw the Astros win 2 World Series titles and 4 pennants in 6 seasons, Altuve became one of the most prolific postseason hitters in history. Throughout the 2023 postseason, he ranked second all-time in postseason home runs, second in runs scored, tied for third in hits, 7th in RBIs and games played. 10 of his home runs were go-ahead home runs, the most in postseason history. I don't know about you, but the writing on the wall is as clear as day. José Altuve is the best 5'6" and under player in MLB history, and one of the best the game of baseball has ever seen. Don't you think? Let us know in the comments.